What's going down, people? How you doing? TK coming at you. Just want to talk to you about The Matrix. Not the movie, although the movie perfectly illustrated this illusional world that we live in, this three-dimensional hologram that we are constructed or relegated to. But I want to talk to you about how The Matrix specifically designs low vibrational rate people. People who are engineered to covet. They're engineered to be greedy, selfish, evil assholes. Because that's the nature of the environment in which the human beings grow up within. So, engineered scarcity teaches you to covet what you don't have. Engineered scarcity shows you that you should be evil, selfish, no good, low down, dirty bastard, and willing to step on somebody else's neck in order to take what they have. So you have all of these low vibrational beings that are engineered within the Matrix, and it makes me not want to be around, interact, or talk to people. Because, you know, you see that they're not about shit. You see that they're about nonsense, bullshit, negativity, what they could take from somebody else. You know, certain people exist like animals. Their basically primal instinct is to take. They exist off the three primal instincts: flight, fright, or fight. And that aspect of your brain, the reptilian brain, is almost responsive. You know, it's almost just basic in nature. And so many people are just basic in nature. Only thing you care about is television. Only thing you care about is taking. Only thing you care about is the lowest aspects of life, which none of those things have any real importance. None of those things have any carryover into higher dimensions. None of those things are everlasting. So that's why I tend to say people are focused on smoke. Because the most important thing in their world is something that has zero meaning in the grand scheme of life. So it makes me not want to talk to people. It definitely makes me not want to interact with people. When I see the rate in which somebody exists on, I want to walk away from them and be like, yo, deuces, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not about that, and I don't even like entertaining it. You know, it's funny because when I was growing up, my father was the same way. He was always like, I'm not even going to entertain your conversation because you're so not on my level. And I've always tried to come at people from a different standpoint, but the older I get, I'm getting more like my father, where I don't want to fuck with you. You know, because you're so, you know, that I don't even want to entertain you, you know, and it makes me just withdraw. And that's why I say hashtag Lonely Island, because it puts me in a space all by myself where I don't want to be around these reptilians. I don't want to be around these low vibrational rate people. I don't want to entertain their speech, their conversation, their focus, you know. And to find a diamond in the rough, to find a needle in the haystack, to find somebody who is working on their consciousness, to find someone who cares about something outside of smoke, very hard to do. Very hard to do. As a matter of fact, the few diamonds that I have ran into, I try to hold on to. And other people in my life don't understand that. Why are you still talking to this person? Because damn it, they're a fucking good person and they're hard to find. So even though that person's space in my life has passed, I still want to communicate with them because they are not like everybody else. So maybe some of you reptilians watching this video will just get pissed off and get more negative. I don't know. I don't know how to help you guys. I really don't. But it is a factual situation based on the current place that we're at right now within the cosmos. So if you're not about elevating your consciousness, if you're not about raising your vibrational rates, if you're not about inlining yourself with the universal consciousness, tuning your energy centers into the energy centers of the planet, aligning your inner with the outer in terms of connecting with what's above, then you're lost. The true purpose right now of human expansion is to elevate. And I'm all about other people who are trying to elevate, focusing and exercising. You know, your mind is like a muscle. You know, just like you go to the gym and you work out and you exercise your muscles, tear them down to build them back up. Your mind is the same way. You have to challenge yourself so that you're constantly learning. You're constantly pulling yourself out of your comfort zone so that your mind expands. And the same thing goes if you don't do anything. You know what I'm saying? If all you do is watch television, if all you do is focus on smoke, then your mind is just empty. And it's never expanding. It's never getting any better. Same thing with people that eat all of this Monsanto food that has no substance or nutrition in it, no health or life in it. Then your body processes that bullshit and you turn into all of these inner tube people. You know, the average American looks like the logo for the Michigan Tire. You know, just inner tubes stacked up. You know, fat Americans because you eat non-healthy food that's mostly processed chemicals. You know, a laboratory experiment that's labeled as food is what you eat. And you don't exercise. You don't challenge your physical format because that's how we grow. Your mind expands when you challenge it. Your body expands when you challenge it. You sit around, you don't challenge it, you turn into a fat blob. And that's what we call sheep. And those people won't make it past the Georgia Guidestones. So if that's the direction you want to head in, no problem. Just stay out of my way because I'm not about that. Peace and blessings and love to everyone out there who's actually challenging themselves and working towards a higher level.